but I think it's a good way to go about it. I mean, it really is that type of game that you can just pick up and go crazy with. It's like the entire opposite of, let's say, something like Arma 2, where you have to be really intensive, really decisive, really considerate about every action that you do. Whereas in this game, it sounds too negative when I say it, but it's more about fucking around.
It is. This game, rather than being tactical, is just pure fun, and you can just do whatever you want. And
the grappling hook can produce some really, really hilarious situations, such as when I was running from the enemy soldiers, I grappled myself up to a tower where there was a bell, so I wanted to get inside the tower so I can hide from their fire. So I fired the grapple at the bell, I attached to it, and the bell started falling. It fell through the floor and dragged me down with it, and it looked hilarious. I fell all the way down.
I have to say we are reaching right now. And,
sorry.
Nice.
No, go ahead. I was going to drill on a new subject, so if you have anything more to say about it, go ahead.
One really quite dumb thing is that the AI are pretty stupid. I mean, if you're in a car and you stop the car, these AI on motorbikes will just go past you and just collide with your car and die. They don't really think about... They don't want to live, really. They'll just do anything to...
Yeah, they're kind of retarded.
To terminate you.
Yeah.
To give Solo
when you
just...
hit them, or you run over them, they just like crumble up and stand there on the middle of the road, doing nothing. So you can run over them.
Let me just clarify. Solo just... our other... member Zolo just entered the chat. Solo, we are talking about the demo of Just Cause 2. So if we are talking about gameplay wise, so we know the grappling hook is a huge factor in the game, but other than that, how is traversing the areas, how is driving the cars, the motorbikes, flying the choppers, how does all that fare?
I love with the cars how they have weight, which is great, and you can really feel how they turn and stuff. But the best thing about it, I think, is how if you've got a sports car, it's amazing on the road, and then as soon as you go off-road, your wheels start coming off and your car starts getting broken. Then if you're in an off-roading car, as soon as you go off-road, you're handling like the sports car does on the road. Then when you're on-road, you're not as good as the other cars. So every car, it's not like Grand Theft Auto where you've got good cars and bad cars. It's every car has a good use and a bad use. And I really like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
and about the other controls, like just how you move, how you shoot, a chopper, plane.
Turning in a helicopter is ridiculous. You've got to try and use the mouse to turn, but it hardly turns with like a full push of my mouse from one end of the mouse mat to the other. It turns
it
like
can be difficult.
a centimeter on the screen, so you've got to keep going. It's really difficult.
I think it plays better with.
Do we know if that's something we can tweak in the settings, like in the controls?
I've looked for as much as I can, but I can't find anything in game. There might be like a .ini INI setting, but I'm not sure.
All right. Yeah. Well, anyone have anything to add about how to traverse the area, how to?
The aeroplanes work great.
All right. Why? What's so great about them?
I don't know. There's only two in the actual demo. They're the same plane but different colours, and they just go ahead.
Well, what I want to say is, there are multiple games that we have already played where we fly planes in, and it was actually quite. I know we already established that this game is pretty much about the action and about purely the fun and not the realism of it. But for me, it was very disorientating picking that plane that was in the demo. And pretty much being able to lift off 90 degrees into the air, just straight up, and not having any problems like falling back down or losing speed when you go up.
You'll get that eventually in the demo, that you'll lose speed when you do it. Yeah. You will also hear the motor start stuttering.
Alright, well, I guess then you have to be really high, because really, really high. You can fly extremely high in this game, and then jump out is great. But yeah, so I for my feeling, I was already pretty high. But yeah, so okay, if it eventually happens, then it's...
Yeah, if I don't know if you saw the video that I made, but in that video you can see that it actually starts to stutter.
Alright.
One annoying thing with the plane is that you've got these it's quite a small plane, but it goes so fast. And if you're trying to line up with something or you're trying to hit the targets or whatever, if your wing slightly taps a tree and you're going at like a decent speed to stay in the air, your plane will just explode on the spot, which is really annoying. Because I mean, I think it'd be much better if, like with the helicopters, maybe the wing would fall off and then your plane would start spinning in the air and then it'd hit the ground and explode. So you've got at least a chance to get out of the plane and escape. But it blows up straight away.
How does it work with the enemies? Because I know that you can provoke enemies and then they will come after you. How does that? I mean, I haven't seen anything in the like with GTA when you have the cops after you, you have those star levels. How does this work in this?
In the top corner near the mini map, there's a thing called heat level, which is basically the same as star levels. And as your heat level goes up, the more forces they'll send after you, and the harder, the more you'll get, and the better types of enemies. Like you'll get helicopters and stuff after you after a while.
And is there like, do you just have to shake them to lose them, or is there any safe place you can go?
You can you have to either kill all of them or lose all of them.
Oh, you can kill them all.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean new ones won't spawn, or what?
Well,
they will, but after a while they'll just stop. It's not a very realistic system, but it's
Yeah,
all right.
That's what the game is all about. Not
if we look at it just as a PC game, so playing it with a keyboard and mouse, has anyone of you tried to play it with a controller?
I have.
And what do you prefer?
Aiming is terrible. I hate aiming with a controller, but if you're a console player, then you're used to it, and that should be fine. It's no different to Call of Duty, for example, or Mass Effect 2 would be a better example. But flying the plane and driving cars and
Well, even walking is better.
Yeah, just running around is far better than with the keyboard. But then I thought the helicopter was actually much better with the keyboard and mouse for some reason.
Right, so it's a bit of a 50-50 thing. All right. But on the other hand, the game is well, like we already said, more like an action movie. Not really that you have to pay. The thing is, so it's not because of the game's difficulty level that you would use a mouse and keyboard above a controller. It is more like when you really think out stunts and then are not able to pull it off because you don't have that precision, then you want a keyboard and mouse. Other than that, a controller would be fine. Probably even preferred.
If you play games like Call of Duty or Mass Effect 2 or anything like that on the Xbox, and you've got a really good aim on those games, then
then you're used to it.
Better with the controller.
Right.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh man, no one is reacting to the stuff I'm saying. About
sorry, but I didn't hear you say anything just now.
okay.
I heard you say something.
Well,
so.
I heard you. I just ignored you because you're German.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, about 7 minutes ago, I said the video's coming to an end. We're reaching the 10 minutes limit.
No.
Well, now we do it in 2 parts, I guess, and we should end it now. So, any final thoughts?
Bye, YouTube.
No. Final thoughts, James.
It's amazing.
James?
Pre-order it now.
Solo.
Yeah, I played it for about an hour. I think it's pretty good, and I'm definitely gonna pre-order it.
All right, Eversmann.
I'd say it's worth the buy. It's pretty good, surprisingly.
An Alchemist.
I would say don't
Alchemist.
buy it. What?
There, go ahead. Sorry.
I would say don't buy it because it has no multiplayer, and you're playing an ugly face called Rico Rodriguez. You should never play someone like that.
Shut the fuck up, German.
And of course.
Okay. To be honest,
German opposes
it is a good game if you are going to enjoy the repetitiveness after the first playthrough. I mean, nothing is new after the first playthrough because you don't have any online or something. And if you don't mind to play an ugly character, you should definitely buy it.
Alright, to kind of clarify, yes, indeed, we didn't mention it, but the game doesn't have online whatsoever. However, the game, how it's built, is a sandbox game, and you have definitely, like even more than in GTA, the option to approach missions in different orders, different ways. So the missions might end up really differently when you play them the second time. So there is definitely some replay value in it. I'd say it's also the first glance, I say it's a good game and worth the purchase.
Alright, so, yeah. Thanks for watching. Going to stop the video now.
Bye!
Yeah.
Bye YouTube.
Bye.
See you later.
0 o'clock is out.